It's on now. Yes, thank you. Good evening. My name is Shinyi Pai, and I'm the Program Director of Town Hall. On behalf of Town Hall Seattle, it's my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's performance. We're so glad to have you here, whether you're joining us live in the Great Hall or virtually from home. As we get underway, I would like to acknowledge that our institution stands on the unceded traditional territory of the Coast Salish people, particularly the Duwamish. We thank them for our continued use of the natural resources of their ancestral homeland. We're excited to partner with the Bushwick Book Club Seattle to present their entire season on the Town Hall stage. Be sure to tune in for our next Bushwick event on April 9th for an evening of music inspired by the work of Beverly Cleary. As part of our Arts and Culture series, tonight's event is sponsored by For Culture, Arts Fund, Washington State Arts Commission, and the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle is also supported by For Culture and the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture. Thanks to all our sponsors for making tonight's event possible. Finally, Town Hall Seattle and the Bushwick Book Club Seattle are both member-supported organizations, so I'd like to thank all of the members joining us. Tonight, the Bushwick Book Club Seattle performs an evening of music inspired by Britt Bennett's The Vanishing Half. Please join me in welcoming guest host Jekeva Phillips. If Seattle's art community is a vast kitchen of delightful treats, Jekeva Phillips's fingers are in a lot of pots. A writer, performer, and producer, Jekeva has worked with Lit Crawl Seattle and Hugo House. She ran Word Lit Zine, a literary rag for the Pacific Northwest, and created Bibliophilia Storytelling Festival, which combines poetry and prose with improvisational theater. She also developed two literary-centric programs, Z-Sides and Word Lit Zine Quiz Show, where she interviewed local writers and performers. Please welcome Jekeva Phillips.
Now translated for the stage.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am so happy for tonight's event. Are you all happy? Let me hear it. It's Saturday night. Yes. Y'all are in for a treat because what y'all didn't know is I was here for sound check and I heard all of the amazing things you guys are about to hear, and it's going to be a fabulous day. Welcome. It's so wonderful to see all of you guys on a beautiful Saturday night. I'm so happy that you were able to join us here at Bushwick for original music inspired by Britt Bennett's The Vanishing Half. Britt Bennett, let's give her a round of applause. So, who here has been to one of Bushwick's events before? Let me, raise your hand. Awesome! Welcome back for you new people. Oh my gosh, I'm almost jealous because you are about to have this magical thing called your brain being blown, and it's gonna be really awesome. We are all gonna be having a great night because Britt's book it's important, it's poignant, it's timely. Who here actually had a chance to get to read it? Yeah, it's, how many of you guys had the feels? Yeah. And sometimes those feels were uncomfortable. Sometimes it just put you on this roller coaster of emotions. So I think the work is going to be a beautiful reflection of that. Now, speaking of tonight's artists, we have Amber Flame, Kristin Chambers, Reggie Garrett, Arthur James, ATHR, Wes Weddell, Eva Walker, and Ade. Let's give them a round of applause just for creating work. And then I want you guys to keep that round of applause going for Bushwick, putting on this amazing type of event. Yes, indeed. Now, Bushwick is a member-supported 501c3 nonprofit organization, and it actually has two programs. So there's the Bushwick Book Club Seattle, which most of y'all know about because you're here celebrating their 12th season at Town Hall. Yes, we're also live streaming this event as well. So for those of you out there in the Streamiverse, thank you for joining us. Welcome from the comfort of your couch, probably the best seat in the house, I imagine. So the thing about Bushwick Book Club Seattle is they are all about delivering literature, music, and songwriting to the Seattle community while building the next generation of musicians and readers. That is a beautiful mission statement. They also have STYLE, S-T-Y-L-E, which stands for Songwriting Through Youth Literature Education. And they are igniting students' passion for reading through collaborative songwriting. And they're booking through 2022. So if you're like, that sounds like something up my alley, definitely check that out. But in the meantime, we have a show to get underway. So please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Amber Flame. But first, Oh, I love how you had your hands out there ready. Thank you. But first, y'all got to know about how fly Amber Flame is, and I'm about to tell you. So Amber Flame is an artist and performer whose work has garnered artistic merit at residencies to places like Hedgebrook, The Watering Hole, Wanawari, the Vermont Studio Center, and Hefe Nof. Flame has served as the 2017 to 2019 writer in residence at the Hugo House right here in Seattle, and this is my favorite part ever, all right? And is a black dandy mama who falls hard for a jumpsuit and fresh kicks, all right? Please join me in welcoming my fashionista, Twinstonista, Amber Flame.
Hello. I love fashionista, Twinstonista. Oh my goodness. I was like, jumpsuit, head wrap. Obviously doing something right if I'm Twinstas with Jekeva. Hello, y'all. Welcome. I was so nervous to find I was going first, but now I get to sing for you, and then I get to, enjoy the show with you. Oh, those of you who are joining us from home, thank you so much for being here, too. I love this. This spread makes me feel like y'all are really trying to fill the space, so I really appreciate that. I am Amber Flame, and I am wearing a dark blue denim jumpsuit and a blue and white and black head wrap, and fresh kicks. So here we are. So The Vanishing Half, what a book. I think you're going to hear lots of different bits about it if you haven't read it, to give you context. But the piece I really zoomed in on for me was really twofold. It was this idea that one of the sisters just disappeared on the other one, and how much of a betrayal that must have felt. And the one who was left behind, who we know about through the whole book, just is sort of lost, because she thought, we do everything. We are the same person. We're two halves of one whole. And then to have that just gone and no explanation and by choice is like that really stuck with me, such a betrayal. And then on the other side of it was this need to kind of, what it must feel like to really need to shuck your skin to get free, and how desperate that must have been, that need must have been for her to leave like that. To abandon what she knows, and how in payment she continued her loneliness, continued that absence, and never quite, then she had nobody, and she could never have anybody because it was all a lie. So that tension between the two really just kept coming back to me and sticking with me as I was trying to craft a song. I thought I was going in a totally different direction. Turns out that I'm thinking about grief again. I do a lot of grief work. Many of you might be doing a lot of grief work yourselves these days. And so what I'd like to do is start off with a little bit of a sound bath. This is a lament for a lost sister. And I'd love if you would just take a deep breath with me. Remember what it felt like the first time you thought you were known and you lost that knowing. I'm going to ease into this. Got my little trusty loop here. And feel free to just keep deep breathing while I sing you a blues. I went looking for myself. I tried being someone else. Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. You are content staying here. You have different things to fear. Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. Yes, it should be you. You say you know my secret. You still don't know your own. Yet you're the only one who understands why I don't like to be known. Once we took breath the same way. You thought where you went I'd stay. Who to turn to with these heavy blues? Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. Who to turn to? Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. With these heavy blues. Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. With these heavy blues, it should be you. It should be you. To turn to with these heavy blues. Who to turn to? Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. Who to turn to with these heavy blues. It should be you. It should be you. Turn to with these heavy blues. With these to turn to with these heavy blues. It should be you. It should be you. Who to turn to with these heavy blues? It should be you. It should be you. With these heavy blues. With these heavy blues. It should heavy blues. It should be you. Turn to. It should to turn to with these heavy blues. It should to turn to. It should heavy turn to. It should be you. It should be you. It should be you. It should be you. Thank you.
Keep it going for Amber Flame. I don't know about you guys, I felt that song in my soul. I thought I was being called back to the mothership. It was beautiful. Fun fact about Amber Flame, she is one of the only artists to also be featured here as a musician and an author for Bushwick series. So, a little nice thing about her. So that's Amber Flame. If you want to know more about her, you can find her in the interwebs. You can be her best friend. You can learn about all the amazing stuff that she's doing. But alas, we got another fabulous musician for us. It is Kristin Chambers. So Kristin Chambers is a Seattle-based recording artist, composer, and live performer with nearly 100 published original songs. I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. All right. Multiple TV and film credits and 5 artist albums. Her live performances have taken her to stages across the country, including many of Seattle's favorite haunts. Kristin is currently producing a new collection of songs she wrote during the pandemic, due to be released this summer. Over the years, Kristin has raised 70,000 meals for for Northwest Harvest with her Christmas benefit show, Snow Globe. Please give a warm welcome for Kristin Chambers.
Hi, hello. Thank you. It's so good to be here tonight. As you know now, my name is Kristin Chambers, and a description of myself would be tonight I'm wearing all black, and just so you know, there's some pearls on my collar, and combat boots, because I think I like the juxtaposition there. So I love writing for Bushwick. I also find it to be one of the more challenging, things I do. This particular book, I can truly say, was one of my favorites. The descriptions of the multi-layered murkiness of relationships and identity was done so beautifully that I was wanting to write about so many of the characters, which I loved. But I landed on Early and Desiree, and I based my song, this phrase jumped off the page for me pretty early on, because it is early in the book, but the key to staying lost was to never love anything. Time and time again, Early was amazed by what a running man came back for. And there's so many beautiful passages like that about him and some of the other characters. So I really related to that statement right there. And so this is my song, Invisible String.
There are no roots in this valley. I cut the water long ago, so only solitude can grow. There's no fortune here for losing. If money goes just how it came, I keep my bank account the same. You can't be haunted if there aren't any ghosts, but we have an invisible string, keeps me constantly coming back to you. There is an invisible string from my heart to yours, makes me want you to be my home, my home. There's no trouble or misunderstanding, nothing to negotiate. When love is always at arm's length, there'll be no weight for you to carry. You'll never mourn the loss of me if I was never here to leave. Love cannot bloom and die if there never was a host, but there is an invisible string, keeps me constantly coming back to you. There is an invisible string from my heart to yours, makes me want you to be. And there is an invisible string, keeps me constantly coming back to you. There is an invisible string from my heart to yours, makes me want us to be my
Thanks so much.
Kristin, that was beautiful. Kristin, thank you. Kristin, before you leave, so earlier I said you have a collection of songs coming out, another album that is due to come out this summer. What is the name of that album?
Brighter Haze,
And where can people find it?
wherever you listen.
Okay, so Brighter Haze.
I will make a big stink.
Okay, she's gonna make a big stink, so be prepared for the whiff. Thank you, Kristin. Awesome job. Man, I just love how we've had two radically different songs inspired by this beautiful, beautiful book. So right now I am turning towards the projector because our next guest is a video guest. It is Eva Walker. Now, Eva, she's not able to join us, but she might be out into the Webiverse. So can we get a big, giant, let's say, welcome, Eva, on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3. Welcome, Eva! Welcome to the family. We are so happy to bring you into the Bushwick fold. You'll never leave us now, hopefully. Eva may be new to Bushwick, but Eva is an old hat in the Seattle music scene because Eva Walker is a Seattle-based musician and radio TV host. She is the co-founder of the rock and roll band The Black Tones. Yes, she does that with her twin brother Cedric, the host of KEXP's long-running Northwest show, Audioasis, which is actually, I believe it's playing right now, which is why she is not here in person. So she is in the radio universe, but we still love her. She is the co-host of the Emerald City music video television show, Video Bebop. Her band, The Black Tones, have opened for artists such as Mavis Staples, Weezer, Death Cab for Cutie, and have collaborated with Mike McCready of Pearl Jam. Walker is a sought-after artist and culture curator in Seattle's thriving music community. One more time, let's make her feel it in the universe. Give it up for Eva!
Hey, I'm Eva Walker, and I really enjoyed the Vanishing half. And so this is my response to it. This song, keep in mind the first and second verse start the same since they're twins, but the first verse is about Stella, and the second verse is going to be more about Desiree. And I don't have a name for it. I guess they'll just be called Stella and Desiree. Wrong note. You are strong, sweet like a love song. Your hair it falls, sweet like a love song, a China doll. But I can't get rest with skin so bright. Like the sea, passing through society, she's lying. It's too late to figure it out. You've gone this far. It's too late to figure it out. You're on the whitest tar. Sweet like a love song, your hair it falls. Sweet like a love song, a China doll. Run, girl, run, but not from yourself. Ass on the shelf. But it's better than being in hell, I can tell. It's too late to figure it out. She's gone this far. It's too late to figure it out. At least you're home. You are strong. Sweet like a love song.
All right. Eva Walker, everybody. Yes. Let's thank her again. We're all going to say, thank you, Eva. Oh, so beautiful. You can find out more about the Black Tones through the magic of this thing called the internet. But if you are curious about that band and what is shaken with them, the Black Tones are doing a West Coast tour that is March 30th through April 11th. They are also going to be Mainstage at the Capitol Hill Block Party on July 24th. So, or 23rd, excusez-moi, the 23rd. If you go there the 24th, you'll be sorely disappointed. All right, so there's a couple of little things I want to take a moment to let y'all know about here. So we are so happy for an event that we are bringing back. It is the Tunes and Tales Fundraising Gala that is going to be Saturday, March 19th, right here at Town Hall. Yes. Coming up on Saturday, March 19th, they are finally going to be able to celebrate Bushwick Northwest in person for an exciting evening of music, stories, games, food, and drink, and a silent auction full of gift baskets, adventures, and items you'll want to take home with you. I definitely want an adventure. I can use an adventure in my life. Please, please, please come to the party and discover your character, enter the raffle, bid on a weekend getaway, and enjoy food, drink, and entertainment for our annual Tunes and Tales Bushwick Northwest fundraiser. Again, that is March 19th. When is that? March 19th. Put it in your calendars. All of you, look me in the eye right now. Put it in your calendars because it is going to be a fabulous, fun event. Okay, so on to our next artist. All right, but first, let's give it up for Bushwick. Again, coming back, bringing in the gala fundraiser. It is going to be a treat. All right, so next up we have Arthur James, born in Riverside, California, the oldest child in a military family. So Arthur James has been traveling all his life. His songs are the landmarks of his journey, and they paint vivid landscapes of the many thousands of miles he's seen in a struggle to find the meaning of home. Aside from writing, recording, and performing solo, Arthur collaborates with several Seattle area acts, playing lead guitar, doing studio session works, and is a co-collaborator and co-founder of the collective Lyle. Now, this is Arthur, but also this is Charlie, all right? And Charlie is a beautiful songbird. So please give it up for both Arthur and Charlie.
Hi. First of all, I just ran up and down the stairs like 3 times. Because I'm not the only one that's guilty of this, but we're given our homework, and then you gotta write a song about this incredibly impactful book, because they don't choose crappy books. And I didn't memorize the lyrics, but I'm a professional, I swear. Also, nobody told me I was going after Eva. This is bullshit. I love Eva. So yeah, this book, right? As you just heard, I've never been introduced like that. Was so crazy. I didn't even know they had my information. It's a little weird. I am the oldest child in a military family. Sorry, I'm like totally out of breath, so I'm gonna talk for a minute. My dad is from the Philippines, and my mother is a little Irish woman. I got my height from her. The book spoke to me on on all the deepest, darkest levels possible, which was very enjoyable for me. A lot about identity and grief and, well, you know, just 14 million things going on in that book. I am the son of an immigrant, and we've lived all over the world. My dad was in the Air Force, and from the time that I was 5, we were on a plane to somewhere new every 2.5 years. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I did not have the traditional upbringing of being around my family all the time either. There were certain points, we lived in the Philippines for 4.5 years, where we had a time, we'd have to get up at 2 in the morning, the whole family, to just call my grandma and grandpa. Moving around like that as a child was, I'm only now realizing, a very grief-stricken endeavor. And as Amber was talking about earlier, grief is a thing that I've been working through this last couple of years as a musician. It's been rather ridiculous, but we're here now. The song that I wrote isn't about any of the characters, really. I've done this a few times now, and I tend to try to take the overall interpretation and try to do something with that. And to me, a lot of how this family operated and what the generations involved kind of went through, I related to a lot. I saw a lot of it in my dad's family. And it's sad, but it's also true. And that the idea of truth in stories like these are things that I really, from a really early age, have always been very, I've been standing in front of a pulpit about it. Like, people, I don't think, truly consider, especially, I think what it really did was open up like where we're at right now. I think if there was ever a time in our lives that we should pay attention to taking care of your neighbors and considering the fact that legitimately everybody that you run into today is having just a hard time, whether or not most people are talking about it or not. So I wanted to try to highlight the truth in people's circumstances and people's everyday lives, and how the way that we act and the way that we communicate to each other all come from those things. I think I have my breath now, so I'm going to try to do this. I did want to sort of highlight the idea. I don't write in a very literal fashion. I'm not very straightforward. The second verse talks about it isn't as easy as the rhyme that happens or that's written on the midnight sky, but I promise that I am you. And it's kind of my way of trying to be hopeful about all of it, because it isn't, the truth isn't this disaster. It never is. I think that the truth is really about compassion, which is really my takeaway from this whole book, the idea of compassion. So, with that 15-minute interlude, here's a song. It doesn't have a name, because who cares? Read me the news, tell me how much you knew. Go on and do it, I dare you. It isn't easy as the rhyme written on the midnight sky, but I promise I am you. And it's all for real. And I saw all you steal. My something in the way that I choose to stay, to sing to you, to beg of you to hear me. Said read me the news and tell me how much you knew. Go on and do it, do it, I dare you. It's all for real. I saw you steal my vine. Thanks.
Oh my goodness, Arthur, keep it going. Oh. Arthur, that was so beautiful. I'm gonna do a confession right now. I love your voice. I want to climb inside of that voice forever. I want it to swaddle me to sleep. It was so resonant and beautiful. Oh my goodness. We're gonna be friends now. He doesn't know it, but I'm gonna make him be my friend. One more time for Arthur James, everybody. And again, a round of applause for all of our artists tonight for sharing their music and for being inspired by the words and being vulnerable enough to share with you what affects them. Please give them all a round of applause. All right, and then after the applause, we're gonna have to take a pause. See what I did? All right. We're going to have our intermission right now. There are concessions available as well. Also, please snap a photograph with your friend. Let everybody know what a fun event that you're at right now. Put beautiful things out in the universe about Britt Bennett's book. Also, we are going to make everyone jealous tonight that they were not here so they can come back to the next Bushwick show. Lastly, please visit the Bushwick membership table to sign up for the quiz. I repeat, go to the Bushwick membership table and sign up for the quiz, because when we come back from intermission, Bushwick's own Wes Weddell is going to have a fun little quiz for us all. All right, we will see y'all soon. Thank you so much for joining us so far, and we'll be back in maybe 10-ish minutes.
Down this rabbit hole we go to.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks. Thanks again for being here. It's nice hearing you all respond when Jekeva asks you to. I want to try it too. Let's make some noise for celebrating art. And at home, you can put claps in the comments. That always gets the job done. My name is Wes Weddell. I'm the Associate Director of Bushwick Northwest. I'm also the quiz master. At every one of these shows since 2012, there has been a quiz after intermission. Having read the book will not help you. In fact, it may cause you to overthink things. Some of you filled out quiz slips here with a little easy opt-in question. But so that everybody realizes that we're above board here, I just want to read the question and make sure we all agree on the answer. So the opt-in slip question here is, which of these is not the name of a section from The Vanishing Half? A, The Lost Twins. B, Maps. C, The Empire Strikes Back. D, Heart Lines. Anybody? That's correct. Yes, The Empire Strikes Back is not a section in this. If I call your name, come up and stand at one of these microphones. There's stairs right over there, appropriately distanced, and then I will ask you the real questions, and we'll have some quizzy fun. I hope you all got it right. Let's see. Okay. Rena Grant. All right. Come on up. Sally Stefanich. You guys can be more enthusiastic than that for these people. Yeah. All right. Crystal Foley. There we go. All right. I would normally have you write your own names down Jeopardy style, but to minimize touching, so we had a Rena. Okay. And Sally. Yeah. Oh. You guys look ready. Okay. All right, first to three wins tonight, but we'll play it out. Tonight we are playing for some swag donated by Seattle Rep, one of our season sponsors, and they'll be partnering with us for a show later this season. All beverage themed. There's a Here Lies Love water bottle. Come From Away coffee to-go mug. Come From Away previewed at Seattle Rep before it went to Broadway. Come From Away shot glass. So first to three gets their pick. The last time we gave away shot glass, we had a very young person on stage. Okay, if you read the book, you may recall Kennedy Sanders, Stella's daughter, and her role as Charity Harris on Pacific Cove. That's not actually what we're going to talk about at all here. Tonight's topic is Minnesota Twin or soap opera character. I'm just going to read a name, and it's one or the other. It's someone who played baseball at some point for the Minnesota Twins, who have played in Minnesota since the 1961 season, or a soap opera character. All right, Rena, we'll start with you. How about Lefty Benson?
Are you starting with me?
Yeah.
Oh, the Minnesota Twins.
No, was on one episode of Neighbors in 1990. Sally. Jesus Vega.
Minnesota Twin.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, that's a designated hitter and a first baseman. Yeah, okay. Very good. All right, Crystal. Cicero Murphy.
Minnesota Twin.
Incorrect. Was on Ryan's Hope in 1981, played by Morgan Freeman.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. All right. Rena, to you. Lamonte Wade Jr.
Minnesota Twins.
That's correct.
Yay.
Yep. Still active, currently playing for the San Francisco Giants. Well, not playing right now, we're in a lockout. Sally. Rusty Kuntz.
Soap opera.
No, that's a real baseball player. All right, Crystal. Mudcat Grant.
Soap opera.
Nope, that's also a baseball player. All right. Marina Tyus Robinson.
Soap opera.
That's correct. There's a doctor on Sunset Beach. Sally. Jeff Bacon. Jeff Bacon.
Soap opera.
That's correct. Brookside. Crystal, we got to get you on the board here. Okay. Armando Gabino.
Soap opera.
No. Pitched in 2 games in 2009 for the Twins. That's all right. All right, Rena. For the win, Jorge Sinistera.
Minnesota Twins.
No. It was a character on La Piloto. Sally. Booth Bonzer.
Minnesota Twins.
That's correct. All right, we're going to keep going. All right, Crystal. Mac Scarce.
Minnesota Twins.
That's correct. Hey! Here comes Crystal. Yeah, left-handed pitcher. Rena. Harry McSween.
Soap opera.
That's correct. Was a detective on Dallas. All right, Crystal, it's all you till we get there, and I have a lot of these. Rocco Carner.
Minnesota Twins.
No, he's on The Bold and the Beautiful, but he did work at Griffey's Diner. Yeah. All right, let's see what I did there. All right, Carlton Travis.
Soap opera.
That's correct. Yeah, it was a guest villain on Falcon Crest. All right, Kyle Garlick.
Kyle Garlick.
Kyle Garlick.
Kyle Garlick.
Yeah.
Minnesota Twin.
That's correct. All right. Thank you all so much for playing. I'll meet you right over there for your prizes. Let's give everybody a hand. Thank you for playing the Bushwick Quiz.
Keep it going for our lovely guests. It is not easy to come up here. Also, sidebar, who is naming these people? Did you, when you heard some of the names, you're like, boof? You're like, nah. Did anybody think that Jeff Bacon was Kevin Bacon's twin? Yeah, okay, I'm not alone. Very good. Wes, before you jaunt off, being the quiz master, as it were.
Yes, Jekeva.
Is there a game of sorts inspired by this Vanishing Half?
Well,
perhaps a crossword of sorts?
Oh, why, yes. Yeah, I'm getting games and puzzles. Are very I was like, what do you think I just did? Yes.
I don't know what you just did.
Amy Zoe has created original crossword-themed puzzles by each of this season's books, and there is one inspired by The Vanishing Half, themed with The Vanishing Half. There are hard copies at the membership table downstairs. There's also a QR code you can scan and get it digitally. Cross those words.
Yes, and if you do and you win and you do a little PDF, you send that to Bushwick, you can get tickets for an upcoming show, perhaps. So, give it up for Wes one more time, everybody. Speaking of upcoming shows, Bushwick's next show is going to be April 9th, and it is going to be music inspired by Beverly Cleary. So that might be a good one for those of you who have little ones to drag them here. Beverly Cleary, just very famous children's author and young adult author. So hopefully that'll be fun for everybody. That is April 9th, so come and join us then. All right, now we got to get the second half of our show underway. Are you ready for it? Wonderful. Now please help me welcome ATHR. ATHR is a social activism empowered experimental music project. I'm just going to repeat that for how fabulous that is, all right? ATHR is a social activism empowered experimental music project. ATHR is working on their first full-length album, or excuse me, their second full-length album, I apologize, exploring what it's like to live as a queer black woman in today's world. A mix of exciting progress and frustrating isolation. Each track will be accompanied with a set of visuals. ATHR finds inspiration in family, nature, resilience, beauty, and art. Please give it up for a fabulous, fabulous ATHR.
Hi. It's so nice to see everybody. Everyone looks so good, especially when they're not on Zoom. Like, oh my gosh, people look good in real life. So yeah, my name is ATHR. I'm a social activism empowered music project. I'm super excited to be here. And I got really excited when Bushwick invited me to do this song about the vanishing half, just because it's such an important story and it really deals with these issues of race and identity that are still very prevalent in today's society. And something that really inspired me about the novel was one of the characters, Stella, and she goes later on to be called Stella Sanders, and sort of watching her internal struggle with her own identity. So basically, Stella leaves Mallard, Louisiana, with her twin sister, and they move to New Orleans together, and at some point she decides she wants to go her own path, and she just wants to pass as white for the rest of her life. And I think when she decides this, she's like, oh, like, it would just be so much better, I would get all this privilege, it'll be awesome. But I think what she kind of misses is that understanding that her past is part of her, and then that bridge sort of is never built, and she ends up spending her entire life in this state of limbo, and it's kind of devastating, especially when you read it in the story. So yeah, when I was writing the song, I really wanted to capture the headspace she was in when she finally goes back to Louisiana, and she goes back to Mallard, and she's sort of confronted with all of these past identities that she's been haunted by. And so the song is called Haunted. It's pretty short, but hopefully it'll get the ethos across.
Half of me cut in two, other piece on the other side of you. Was it true? Who are you? What's the point of one if there's no two? Watch the world spin round and round. Just another day inching up the speed of sound. So which is which? Who is who? Faces shift on the other side of you. Who was I and who were you? What's the point of me if there's no you? Right or lie, erase it too. Faces shift on the other side of truth. So take a heart and cut it in two. Leave the other piece in the heart of you. Reaching out through the time, looking for your broken hand in mine, mine.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, ATHR! ATHR, wait, come back here before you leave. You said you're working on your second studio album. Do you have a timeline on when that's gonna be out?
6 months-ish.
6 months-ish? All right, can people find you on the social medias, learn about when it's gonna drop?
Yeah, I have an IG. It's at ATHR Music. It's ATHR. And then I'm on Spotify and all the other streaming platforms.
Awesome, thank you so much. Did anybody else feel like they were swimming in the musical tones of ATHR's music? That was so incredible, that was great. Give it up, give it up. I really did, it was synesthetic. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna just sit in this bath of music. All right, so I'm going to bring up a Bushwick favorite. He looks very much like the Quizmaster. It is going to be Wes Weddell. For the past 20 years, Wes Weddell has worked multiple shifts in the engine room of Seattle's roots music scene as frontman, sideman, writer, teacher, and community builder. He was part of the first Bushwick Book Club Seattle show way back in 2010, and he has remained involved ever since, composing 60-plus book-inspired songs and recording a good number of them. Please give it up for Wes Weddell, everybody.
I gotta cover it. Hang on. That's right. I hope you guys having to see that didn't go against YouTube's community standards, but oops. All right. All right. Putting a different hat on this time, but I don't have one that's as cool as ATHR's. I love this book. I blew right through it. I think one component of privilege for somebody who looks like me is conditioning that the room wants to hear my opinion, and it's just as important as every other voice in the room, and it's always asked, and it's not a white dude's place to offer judgment on any of the characters' decisions in this book. By the way, I am a white male, just north of 40. I've been experimenting with facial hair during the pandemic. I'm wearing a shirt that was my surrogate grandfather's. But like Arthur, I was really drawn to compassion in this book. A lot of characters demonstrate a lot of compassion in a lot of different ways. And I was really moved by that, especially in a time where it can feel to me like compassion is in short supply. I know that that's my experience of the world, and there are plenty of people out there for whom it's not even that different now. But so I tried to write about compassion, using a trick that Style, Songwriting Through Youth Literature Education, uses in the classroom, where when a student is stuck, we tell them, just ask a question. You don't even have to answer it. So. Nope. Half of me can stomach this. Half of me is over it. Half of me is patient half the time. Half of me is hardened, half of me is mindful, half of me has left this part behind. But it's real, and it keeps on moving. So what's improving? What's gone cold? When you feel like compassion is losing, are you still choosing the easy road? Well, half of me is never sure. Half of me is sorry. None of me is proud of what's unfolded. The other half is living well on half an acre's worth of hell. And everyone could feel it on their shoulders. Yeah, it's real, and it keeps on moving. So what's improving? What's gone cold? When you feel like compassion is a losing, are you still choosing the easy road? What makes you sit up and take notice? What makes you close your eyes instead? What makes the spotlight all together?
What's it take to push you off the edge? 10:30 on Sunday, half the week and gone away. Coffee cup is more than halfway empty. So bring it down and bring it good, what I am and what I should believe, when no one offers to defend me. Well, it's real, and it keeps on moving. So what's improving and what's gone cold? When you feel like compassion is a losing, are you still grooving down the easy road? Thank you.
Thank you, Wes. All right, so if you were digging that vibe and you want to hear more of Wes's songs, he is performing with Bushwick's development director, Alison Newhall. They have a little duo that they do, and so they're going to be at the Finney Neighborhood Center on April 23rd. So come and join them and cheer them on. All right, so yet again, as you can tell by my body language, I am shifting towards the screen because we have another video that is coming your way. It is Reggie Garrett. So Reggie Garrett is a fixture. Yes. We miss you, Reggie. All right. Reggie is a fixture of the Seattle songwriting scene and a fixture at the Bushwick stage, where he's composed original music inspired by more than 24 books, including Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Parable of the Sower, and Slaughterhouse-Five. So let Reggie feel the wonderful vibes, and let's all
Evening. I hope you can forgive the clutter. We're in the process of moving, which is why I can't be with you tonight. I hope my video will suffice. I think that Britt Bennett is a great writer, and I enjoyed the book, The Vanishing Half. I know in it she touches on a number of different topics, but the one that grabbed me right up front for a lot of reasons is the issue of privilege bordering on racism in the Black community itself. If you've grown up Black in the United States, surely you have dealt with it one way or another. I'm not really going to say too much more about that except to introduce my song. It's called The Blackberry. Hope you enjoy.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but all you ever showed me was abuse. I tried my best to find a truce, but in your eyes I stand accused. Preacher says on the wall of life every stone knows its place. Step out of line, it all falls down to your everlasting disgrace. When any day you could fly away, but I can't hide my crime. Sundown town, I got to fade away. For you, it's only short time. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but it seems that just don't play for you. Mama said to be days like this, well, my mama said to be fools like you. Well, I never thought they could be so cruel, cast out in my own hometown. Imagine my surprise when I turned to see it was you two just holding me down. Can't blame you for trying so hard, most of us would if we could. But I wonder how far you might go, would you ever put on that white hood? Hey! Be nice. Be nice. I'm sorry. Hey, Will, why don't you play something for us for a while? Go on, take it. Let me try this one more time. I'll try to be nice. Okay? I'll try to be nice. Well, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. They say ignorance of the law is no excuse. I'm sorry if I seem just a bit obtuse, but I think that bird's coming home to roost. Octoroon dreams and beyond, held in high esteem. Cut and run and slip and slide your way into that mainstream. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed child, mixed race, coiffed in Ivy League glitter. Step out the bus in the wrong town and you just might find you're still just a Hey! What did I say? Be nice. Be nice. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. 1, 2, 3. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but it seems that just don't play for you. Sorry if I seem just a bit obtuse, but I think that bird's coming home to roost. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but all you ever showed me was abuse. You found your own way to slip that noose, but in your eyes I stand accused. Oh, I stand accused. Oh, I stand accused.
Reggie Garrett, everybody. Oh, Reggie, I wish you a happy move. I've said it before, but I will say it again. I think what's so beautiful about an event like this is how different the music is and how the book has manifested itself in different things. The drum solo made me think of like tumbling, the way like sometimes we feel like we're spiraling out of control, right? And I'm sure all of us can sit here and talk for hours about what the music made us think of that was inspired by this book that we all read. It's a very beautiful thing. So Reggie Garrett, please, thank you for creating a wonderful song. Thank you again to all of the artists tonight creating beautiful music that has inspired us. And with that comes the sad part. It is going to be our last artist coming up. I know our hearts are sinking just a little bit, but that's okay. April 9th, music inspired by Beverly Cleary, happening right here, another Bushwick event. Also, don't forget there is Tunes and Tales, our Tunes and Tales fundraising gala. That is going to be on March 19th, and tickets go on sale March 1st. So again, put it in your calendar, March 19th. Your booties are going to be here, right? But just make sure to put a little extra note in your Google Calendar, March 1st. Tickets are going to be coming out your way. All right, so please help me in a final artist. Let's give a big all together. Oh, no, it's over. But that is okay because our next person is a delightful treat. All right. So, Ade is a singer, songwriter, composer, actor, violinist, and one half of the disco duo Bijou. They have been performing in the Seattle music, theater, and cabaret scenes for the last 18 years. And fun fact, Ade's parents met during an all-black musical theater version of The Hobbit. Yes, that is so nerdy. I love it. Please give it up for Ade, everyone.
That is true. I was born of an all-black musical theater version of The Hobbit in the 70s in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. So, yeah, put that in your pocket for later. So I'm super excited to be back. I didn't think they would ask me back, but yeah, it's really fun. This is such a challenging situation. And when I did the Bushwick Book Club, it was during the pandemic, so it was all virtual. So I'm so nervous to be here in front of you people in Town Hall. Oh my God, but it's so exciting as well. I love this book.
I dove right into this book, and it made me so angry because I would try and write a song based on, like, I would read a section, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep reading, but I know I'm gonna write about this. And I would start, and then I would read something else, and I'm like, damn it, okay, we'll set this aside. I'm gonna write about this. And I would keep going, and it just kept going. And I found that I got really invested in these characters and in what they were going through and their struggles. I wasn't that into Stella, honestly. Okay, I'm sorry, okay, but I don't like Stella very much. She's mean. But I really wanted to sort of touch on one of the themes of this book, which is not the complete theme of this book, but it is a theme, and it is something that people are talking about, which is colorism. And my favorite character in the book was Jude. I was always rooting for Jude, and for me, this book was Jude's book, you know? And so I wanted to write something for Jude, but then I also wanted to counter that a little bit. And so I decided to sort of write something with Jude and with Stella in mind. And I don't know, I just kind of went with that. Oh, and by the way, my name is Ade, and I am wearing, for those of you who can't see me, I'm wearing a black dress with cape sleeves on it, which I'm real proud of because it's neat. And it has pockets, so I can nervously fumble around if I need to. And yeah, so let's get it going. This is for Jude and for Stella.
Black girl in the corner, the skin as dark as the night, trapped in a place where people told her she was offensive to their sight. They always tried to break her, to talk, to have a friend. It was cold and cruel, and it was lonely, but she was determined to transcend. She needed to run free, to be the best that she could be, to find a place where she belonged, a place she could feel she mattered. She's running from her past, and the expanse is really vast, but she's on her way to a brand new day, the vanishing half. White lady at a party has her sister's face, but she lives a life of privilege, with each game through lies, the truth has been erased. She lied for so long, there's no turning back now. But she lives in fear that she'll be discovered, and the walls will come crashing down. She needed to break free with a new identity, find a brand new life
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You have some pipes. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Give it up for Ade. All right. Woo, you guys. It is the end. One more time for all of our artists tonight. Amber Flame, Kristin Chambers, Reggie Garrett, Arthur James, ATHR, Wes Weddell, Eva Walker, and Ade. Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful tunes. Also, we're going to keep the gratitude train going, toot toot, because we got some thank yous to give out as well. Thank you to our front of house sound, that is Moe. Thank you, Moe. Our live stream tech, that is Evan and Stefan. Please give it up for them. Show poster design, that was Michael, our dear sweet Michael, and our volunteer Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Also, the Bushwick production team, that is Jeff, Melissa, Alyssa, Michael, and of course, Wes. One more time for them. And a big round of applause to Town Hall for having us. And a wonderful round of applause to Candace, the house manager. Thank you all so much for spending your Saturday evening with us. Thank you for engaging in Seattle's beautiful and vibrant music scene. And thank you so much. In fact, I'm going to give all of you a round of applause. Thank you for being here. You know where we're at. Bushwick is here. Town Hall is our home. April 9th, April 9th, and then also March 19th. So come back and see us again. Thank you all. Have a wonderful night.